What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you're on a fantastic day today. And today we have the August 2024 Albuquerque Sunport International Airport update for you all. I really hope each and every one of you are excited for today's video, as today we have a bunch to evaluate here in today's ABQ update. As you can tell, we got all of the beautiful ground service equipment going strong here, and we also have some aircraft changes and some future outlooks to take a look at. So it's going to be a fun update, and I hope each and every one of you are excited for this. So without any further delay, we'll start over here with American as per usual and progress. Push back right here from gate number Bravo 4. We have this American Eagle. It's operated by SkyWest ERJ-175. This aircraft is heading out to Los Angeles International Airport today, which is a common service here to see. So absolutely love to see this, and overall it's looking quite wonderful. I kind of forgot, but I accidentally forgot to get the Delta ERJ-175 in here for LAX, but just pretend that it is here, and I'll have it in for the next update. Next up, we have this beautiful Delta Airlines Boeing 737-800. This is subbing in for a Boeing 737-900. This aircraft is heading out to Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson today. This has been quite an awesome service right here and has proved quite powerful. I really probably shouldn't have sold my Gemini 739. That's been a little bit of a costly decision with regards to keeping the aircrafts consistent, but somehow I got all these 738s, so we'll make it work. But anyway, definitely an awesome service right here. I think it's being operated 3 times daily, so definitely impressive, and it's great to see Albuquerque going strong with that service right there. So we absolutely love to see that. Here's an accurate Delta 737-900 route right here. This aircraft is currently loading up with service up to Minneapolis-St. Paul today, which appears to be turned into a year-round service here really quickly. So this is super exciting. Great time of day for it to come in. I'm glad they've been super successful with the service. So ultimately, I think this has been a very productive addition for them, and I'm eager to see what they'll do with it, because before the pandemic, it was just the summer seasonal. Then we had it back for just the summer for a couple of years. Now we have it back pretty much permanently. So this is awesome, and a really great flight here for Delta to continue to add to their network out of the Sunport. Our next aircraft is going to be this beautiful engine models Delta Airlines Airbus A320. Cool to have the Airbus 320 in today. This aircraft currently hanging out at Bravo number 10. This aircraft's heading out to Salt Lake City today. So great to see the mainline that's been persistent there. It's going to be a bunch of different aircraft types coming up, but that'll make for some fun variety. So ultimately, I think we're doing really well here with that aircraft, and overall it looks really nice. So definitely super glad to see that here today. Our next aircraft will be this JetBlue Airways Airbus A220-300. This aircraft's loading up today, heading out to New York Johns Kennedy, which has been a very productive route, as we know. This will be headed back to the Airbus A320 going forward, but it's been great to have the A220 in here quite a bit. But obviously, this will be the long-term answer, so great to get the 320s here, because at some point they will be gone. So definitely want to have them while they're here. That's absolutely awesome. And our next aircraft will be this Alaska Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 9, the West Coast Wonders livery. This particular frame is heading out to Seattle today on one of 2 daily flights. It is a mainline in a E175 right now, so pretty productive there. Gate number B5 is unoccupied. And here at gate B3, we have this American Airlines Airbus A320, which is going out to Phoenix Sky Harbor today. So great to see all the marshalers doing their work and getting it done. So yeah, Phoenix, very productive with plenty of mainline flights. A couple more regionals will be bouncing back into the schedule as we move forward, but it'll still be a very high volume route there for Americans. So we absolutely love to see that. Here we have the Aero Classics American Airlines Airbus A321 in the America West Heritage paint scheme, which is quite an awesome one to have right here. This aircraft's going to be heading out to Dallas-Fort Worth today, which has been a very great service here. And it's great to see mainly 737s, but we do have a couple of A321s in here, as you can see with this one. So great to get the special livery in here for today's airport update. And our next aircraft is American 737-800. This aircraft's heading out to Chicago O'Hare today, which has been double daily, so definitely quite an increase from the the ERJ aircraft they used there for a long time. So yeah, this has been really great, and they're definitely competing well against United Airlines, which is really great. Speaking of them, here's our next lineup of aircraft. As you can see here, we have 2 Boeing 737 MAXs, which is great to have the Evo lineup at long last with both these aircraft. We'll start with the MAX 8. Excited for the second release. This is the first one now, so crazy to say that. But anyway, this aircraft's heading out to Houston, George Bush today, which will be very consistent on the MAX 8 going forward. So I think this is a nice aircraft for the job, and I think it will go pretty well. So excited to see how this goes. But yeah, again, we have the MAX 8 here for Houston for a while, so that is definitely an exciting flight right there. And then loading up right here, we have the 737 MAX 9 heading out to Denver today. As we know, this has been a very productive flight. They send many frequencies on it and quite a few mainline jets. So that's exactly what we're seeing here, coming in on the last flight of the day. Looking very nice. Getting ready to push back, we have the beautiful Spirit Airbus A320, and this aircraft's going to be heading out to Las Vegas today, which has been really great. In October, they're going to have a couple of flights to Dallas and Los Angeles. I don't know what the reason is, but it's definitely really cool to see this. Not sure if it's sports related or equivalent, but definitely very cool. So we'll definitely feature those in that month. But anyway, Vegas continues to go strong. We'll see if they add any routes. I think LAX would be a good one in the future on a permanent basis, so we'll see what happens. Southwest Airlines obviously has quite an array of destinations. We'll start here with their Boeing 737-700. This aircraft's coming in from Long Beach today, and now is getting ready for the flight out to Baltimore, which is definitely a very cool one. So looking very good for that aircraft right there. And our next flight is the 737-700 coming in from Dallas Love Field, now bouncing on over to San Jose, California. So definitely really cool to see the wide array of cities that are listed here. Our next aircraft is this Southwest 737-700. This one is coming in today from Houston Hobby, and now is getting ready for Kansas City, which is really great to see. And I believe this is the first appearance for New Mexico 1. I could be wrong. I'm trying to remember when I got this because it's not even coming to my mind. Was this last year already? I can't even remember when I got New Mexico 1. I thought it was fairly new, but it might be already a year old. I'm losing my mind. I think it may have gotten here last summer, actually. I'm trying to remember. I was like, I thought it was a new model, but now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think it is. I can't even remember when I got it. That just shows you where my mental capacity is with these planes at this point, which is not a bad problem, you know. The more planes, the better, of course. So can't complain. I just can't remember when I got this one. This is probably sometime in early 2023. Anyway, though, that aside, this aircraft representing the state of New Mexico is currently coming in today from Las Vegas and now is getting ready for Denver. So looking very nice for that aircraft. And we also have the Phoenix model 737 MAX 8. Now, I know this is the first appearance for it here. I remember that for sure. This aircraft is currently making a flight in from Chicago Midway and now is going to be getting ready to head out to Austin Bertram today. So looking very good for that aircraft right there. We have the Advanced Air PC-12. This aircraft's getting ready for Silver City over there with the remote gates that they have at the sea gates. So very cool to see that. Obviously, I can't represent it accurately, so that's the closest I can get it. So looking very nice. And here's the United Airlines Airbus A319 heading out to San Francisco, California today. This is double daily Airbuses, which is super impressive. Very similar to the flights on American to Chicago. They've really amped this up compared to what it was pre-pandemic. So glad to see that it's doing really well. And no doubt it's been a very awesome showing here for United on that service to San Francisco. So looking very good for that aircraft right there. Let's go ahead and head over as we have a bunch of really exciting movements over here for general aviation, military, and cargo offerings. Beginning with this Gulfstream G5, this aircraft's taxiing out for departure today, heading over to Teterboro and came in after a flight from Seattle. And then we have two private jets, biz jets over here. Super excited for the JetSet models, Gulfstreams. Those will be in future updates. These are all getting pre-recorded due to schedule, unfortunately, so they won't be at Albuquerque for a while. But you can expect those to start rolling into airports beginning in the months of September and October. With that said, on the right we have a Learjet 75. This aircraft's currently coming in today after a flight from Prescott, Arizona. He's now going to be jetting on out today over to Topeka, Kansas. And then on your left, we have a Challenger 300. This aircraft's getting ready to head out to Springfield, Illinois today and came in after a flight from Los Angeles. So very cool to see that. Particularly, we're going to say he's coming in from Orange County. Loving all the additional cargo vehicles here, along with the cones, of course. So hanging out after a flight in from Cincinnati is this Primera 737 freighter, and he's going to be heading back out there here in a little bit. Here's a UPS Boeing 777-200 freighter. This guy came in earlier today from Dallas-Fort Worth, and now it's going to be heading out to El Paso here in a little bit. So they'll be getting the equipment on him when they're ready. Getting ready for the turnaround out to Louisville is this beautiful UPS 767-300 freighter. They're currently getting him ready to rock, getting that cargo pallet on there, the last one, and he'll be pushing back here pretty shortly, so looking great. And lastly, we have the beautiful FedEx Boeing 767-300 freighter. He's heading out to Memphis, of course, and they are finishing up on him as well. So these two arrive about the same time and leave about the same time. So pretty similar processes for them both on time today. Okay, next up we have the beautiful Arizona National Guard KC-135. This aircraft came in from Phoenix and is just doing some routine training, so very cool to see him going strong there. This is a Southwest 737-700. This particular aircraft today is currently making a flight. Let's see here. I don't have a sheet and where I can see it. Oh, it's under the container over there. I got to come up with my own routes anyway. All right, this one is currently coming in after a flight in. Let's see here. I'm trying to think of what I have not said already. St. Louis is not a route. Surprisingly, I'm kind of surprised. But I think we have not mentioned the city of Denver yet. So this aircraft's going to be coming in from Denver and now is going to make it the flight today. I'm sure I'm missing one route. I'm pretty sure they have San Diego out of here. So he's going to be heading out to San Diego. These West Coast airports, I do kind of confuse me. But what can I say? And here's the Portland flight on the Alaska Horizon ERJ-175. So very cool to see this one going strong. It is just one E-175, and that's how it will be for the immediate future. But it's definitely a nice, consistent offering. There's no doubt about that. Last but certainly not least, on final end from Chicago here, we have the United Airlines mainline. This Airbus E319 in the Evo Blue livery is currently coming in on the morning flight. It is also double daily, so the Chicago capacity has rose significantly from what it was in the past. Definitely more capacity based than what it was previously, which was frequency based. So regardless, it all is looking great. We also have the VOR right there too, which is quite cool, and all of it's looking really great here at the Albuquerque Sunport International Airport. So again, I really hope all of you enjoyed today's airport update. As you can tell, we have quite a nice array of aircraft going strong here at the airport. No major changes coming up. I don't think there's any new routes or any news to report on. The Orlando flight did go to like August 5th. I think it comes back on Saturday, so I'll check into that before I record the next update. Otherwise, all the Southwest services, I believe, are pretty much consistent, pretty much multiple times a week. So, but it is quite an array of destinations, so I'll be sure to check back into that, like I said, and see what's going on. But anyway, really looking great here. There's not too many major changes that you can expect here with regards to any route changes. Mainly just going to be aircraft types. You know, United will continue to send pretty much every plane in their fleet, the Airbuses, the 737s, so you can expect all of those. I might throw in a regional here and there just for some variety. American's going to be dropping a little bit of capacity there on Phoenix, but the rest of it should remain pretty similar to what it's been. Delta, same story pretty much, just Salt Lake City bouncing around a little bit. Otherwise, will be pretty similar. Alaska, also pretty similar, although I do think the second daily mainline for Seattle comes back later on, so that's exciting. JetBlue, we talked about that. And then Southwest, of course, their fall schedule is pretty strong, so I'll be sure before I do any winter updates to see kind of how Albuquerque was affected, because I know most airports were significantly affected by January and February reductions on flights. So I'm sure that here at Albuquerque, there's probably a couple of flights and routes particularly that'll have less frequencies, so I'll be sure to note those in those updates. Otherwise, I believe all's going strong. Spirit's still going good here, and yeah, the rest of the traffic's looking quite nice. So yeah, pretty limited on the low-cost offerings, just Spirit there. You know, we had Allegiant and Frontier going strong for a while. They're both gone now, so quite an impressive lineup. It was definitely dominated there, but I think between United picking it up, Americans also really turned the corner. Delta's also added that Minneapolis flight. I think what I've continued to see trend-wise through these airports is if mainline carriers and legacy carriers continue to amp up frequencies, this also includes Southwest, it kind of runs the low-cost carriers out of town, particularly with Allegiant. That's happened a handful of times. Frontier's mainly been adding more large cities to large cities, which is kind of an interesting approach. We'll see if that continues to be the case for them. And then obviously you have Spirit, which is a very consistent low-cost carrier with regards to their frequencies, and they really pick routes that they want to fly every day for the most part nowadays. So yeah, it's definitely quite the landscape, but it's great to see our mainline carriers continuing to dominate, and the prices I think are pretty fair out of here. I haven't looked very much, but anyway, it's definitely an exciting time regardless of what's going on, and excited for what's to come here at the Albuquerque Sunport International Airport. So with that being said, that'll do it for today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and one of you for watching. My name's Redriveraviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do you love and love what you do? My name's Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.